So we are solving for algebra questions. So let's start. The first one is saying that 4 into bracket minus 3x minus 8 is equal to 8 into bracket minus x plus 9. So we are basically making x the subject. What is the value of x squared? So we are making x the subject, then we square it. So we can divide through by 4. So this will give us 2 on this side. So we have minus 3x minus 8 is equal to minus 2x plus 18. Because we are making x the subject, I'm bringing the minus 3x to the side. Then the 18 will come to the side. So we'll have minus 8 minus 18 is equal to minus 2x plus 3x. So we'll get x is equal to minus 26. That's the value of x. But we are looking for x squared. So because we have x to be equal to minus 26 when you square that, so x squared is equal to minus 26 squared, giving us 676. So we write this answer into the box that is given. Moving on to question 2. Question 2 also we are solving for x. 2x 4 minus 6 is equal to minus 2x plus 12. So that gives us, this will give us minus 2. So we have minus 4x is equal to minus 2x plus 12. Because I want x, let me bring minus 4x to the side. So we'll have minus 2x plus 4x. Then 12 will come to the other side being negative, minus 12. So we get 2x is equal to minus 12. Dividing through by 2, we get x is equal to minus 6. So we write this value in the box that was given. Moving on to question 3, we are looking for the value of x. So 6 minus x divided by 2x is equal to minus 6. Multiplying this, we get 18 minus 3x is equal to minus 12x, making x the subject. We have minus 3x plus 12x is equal to minus 18. This gives us 9x is equal to minus 18. Divided through by 9, we get x is equal to minus 2. So this be your answer. You write it in the box that was given. Fast forward, question 4. We are solving for x. 8 minus 2 into bracket minus 4 plus 10x all over 2 minus x is equal to 17. So this can go to the side. We can multiply through by the 2 outside. So 8 plus 8 minus 20x is equal to 34 minus 17x. X will come to the side. 34 will come to the side. So we'll get 8 plus 8, 16. 16 minus 34 is equal to minus 17x plus 20x. So we get minus 18 is equal to 3x. Dividing through by 3, x is equal to minus 6. Question 4. So you write that in the box that is given. Then question 5, minus 5 is 7 more than minus z. Quantity A z, quantity B 12. So with this question, you write it in English form because it has been given in math form. So you write it in English form. So minus 7 is means equal to 7 more. So 7 plus minus z. Then we can make z the subject. So we have, bring the z to the side. Z is equal to 7. Bring minus 5 to the side plus 5. Z or z is equal to 12. And quantity A is z. Quantity B is minus 12. So quantity A is greater because A is equal to 12. That is that. Moving on to question 6. Question 6, we are solving for x minus 1, given this equation. So we find x, then we just subtract 1 from x. So x plus 3 squared is equal to 225. So with this, fast forward, 225 also means 15 squared. Taking square root to give us x plus 3 is equal to plus or minus 15. So using the plus, x is equal to x plus 3 is equal to 15. So x is equal to 12. Then using the minus, x plus 3 is equal to minus 15. Minus 15. So x is equal to minus 18. So from our question says x minus 1. So 12 minus 1 will give us 11. There was no 11 there. Minus 18 minus 1 will give us minus 19. So this is our bet. That's our answer. Our answer will be E, minus 19. Moving on to question 7. Question 7 has an equation and it's saying that x is equal to 2. So wherever you see x, you put 2 there. So 2 squared minus 4 into bracket 2 plus 3. So we have 4 minus 8 plus 3. This gives us negative 1. To compare negative 1 to 1, quantity B is greater. 1 is greater than negative 1. Moving on to question 8. Question 8, we are finding P for quantity A as against 2900 times C. So P says, so solving for this, we have 300 C squared minus C. C is equal to 100 from the question. So we have 300 C squared is 100 squared minus 100. 100 will give us, 100 squared will give us 10,000 times the 300 will give us 3 million. So 3 million minus 100 will give us 2,999,900. So that is quantity A. And quantity B is 2900 times C, where C is 100. So it will just give us 2,900,000. So in this case, we see that quantity A is greater because you have about 99,900 excess. So quantity A is greater. Question 9, minus S cube is equal to 64. So we can send the minus to the other side. So S cube is equal to minus 64. So you are literally looking for a number which multiplies itself 3 times to give us minus 64. So X is equal to minus 4. So because minus 4 is a negative number, to the power an even number will give us a positive number. To the power an odd number will give us a negative number. So quantity A will be greater. The positive side will be greater. Question 10 is making us solve for t squared minus t. So we can find t and do that. We have 3t cubed minus 7 is equal to 74. So 7 is sending the 7 to the other side. 3t cubed is equal to 74 plus 7. So 3t cubed is equal to 81. Divided by 3, t cubed is equal to 27. 27. Cube root of this, t would be equal to 3. Then the question is asking for t squared. T squared, 3 squared minus t, 3. So 9 minus 3 giving us 6. So our answer is C, 6. Question 11. Question 11. Y is equal to 4x plus 10. And another y is equal to 7x minus 5. So we can equate the y's. So in this case, we have 4x plus 10 is equal to 7x minus 5. Solving for x. So sending x to the side, bringing this to the side. So we'll have 10 plus 5 is equal to 7x minus 4x. So we have 15 is equal to 3x. Dividing through by 3, we get x to be equal to 5. So we can insert this into any of the y equations to find y. So 4 into bracket 5 plus 10, giving us 20 plus 10, which is 30. So we write 30 into the box. That is our answer. Question 12. X minus y is equal to 4. 2x plus y is equal to 5. What is the value of x? So because we have this, we can add equation 1 to 2. So if you add that, we'll get 3x. Y minus y positive, so it will cancel out to give us 9. Dividing through by 3, x is equal to 3. So that is our answer. We write that into the box. Question 13. So question 13, we are looking for y. The question gave us first equation 4x plus y plus 3z is equal to 34. Then 4x plus 3z is equal to 21. So what you need to realize is that the question in the first equation, we have 4x plus a 3z there. And they are saying that is equal to 21. So wherever you see 4x plus 3z, you can equate that to 21. So our equation will now turn into 21 plus y is equal to 34. Then we find y from there. Y would be equal to 13. So our answer is 13. That's what we type into the equation. Then we can move on to question 14. We are expanding quantity A and comparing it to quantity B. So when we expand, x plus 2 times x minus 3. So x will multiply the brackets. We have x squared minus 3x. Then 2 will multiply plus 2x minus 6. So this gives us x squared minus x minus 6. So that is the same as what's on the other side, quantity B. So our answer is they are equal. The two quantities are equal. So C, the answers are equal. Then we move on to 15. 15 has given us a condition that x times y is greater than 0. X times y is greater than 0. We have quantity A and quantity B. So this one too, from that expansion, it means that we multiply the first by, so 2x will multiply through 2x squared plus 8xy minus xy plus 4y squared. So finally we have 2x squared plus 7xy plus 4y squared. So comparing minus 4y squared minus, comparing this to quantity B, we see that the difference is the xy quantities. So quantity A is 7xy, quantity B is 8xy. But the condition they gave us in the question says that xy is greater than 0. So that is positive. So 7 times a positive number and 8 times a positive number. A to be greater. So quantity B would be greater. 8xy will be greater than 7xy because xy is a positive number. Moving on to 16. So in 16, we have x squared minus 2x is equal to 0. Then quantity A is saying x, comparing it to 2. So with this, we have x, we can factor out x. Then we get x minus 2 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0 and x is also equal to 2. So in one case, x is equal to 2, which it will be the same as quantity B. In another case, quantity B is greater than this 0. So this makes our answer D cannot be determined, because in one case they are equal to, in another case one is greater than the other. Moving on to question 17. Question 17, d squared minus 2d plus 1. For quantity A, we have d cubed minus 2d squared plus d. That is quantity A. Quantity B will give us d outside d squared minus 2d plus 1. So this gives us d cubed minus 2d squared plus 1. So we see that the first two terms for each are the same. So it is just this that you are comparing, d and 1. But the question didn't tell us what the value of d is. So if d is a negative number, then quantity B will be greater. But if d is a positive number greater than 1, then quantity A will be greater. So in this condition, it means that our answer is D, cannot be determined, because we don't know the value of D. So if D becomes a negative number, then quantity B will be greater. If D becomes a positive number greater than 1, quantity A will be greater. So our answer is cannot be determined from what we have been given. Question 18. So we want to expand quantity A, x y squared z multiplying x squared z plus y z squared minus x y squared. So x y squared z multiplying this, we have x cubed 1 plus 2, so 3. This one there's no z there, so y squared z squared plus x y cubed z cubed minus x squared y to the power 4 z. So comparing it to quantity B, we see that it is the same thing as quantity B, so it will be equal. The quantities are equal. Moving on to 19 and 20. So for 19, we are saying that A is equal to 2B, which is equal to 4C. Quantity A plus B. Quantity B, A plus C. So because of this, we want to bring all the terms in terms of 1. So A, because they all have A in common, we want to relate them in terms of A. So B is equal to A over 2, and C is equal to A over 4. So in that case, we are going to compare what we have. So we have A plus B, which is A over 2. Then this will have A plus A over 4. So we have 3 over 2A as against 5 over 4A. So for these two, we don't know the value of A. So if A is a positive number, quantity A will be greater. Because 1.5 times any positive number will be greater than 1.25 times that positive number. But if it's a negative number, quantity B will be greater. So because we don't know the value of A, our answer cannot be determined. But if it's a negative number, then one will be greater. If it's a positive number, the other will be greater. So we cannot determine from the information that we've been given. Moving on to 22K is equal to 2M, which is equal to 4N. Quantity A, KM. Quantity B, KN. So M is equal to K over 2. N is equal to K over 4. So we have K times K k over 2, k times k over 4. So k squared over 2, k squared over 4. Likewise for this, just like 19, we don't know the value of k. So any can be greater in any situation. If k2 is 0, they are equal to. So we cannot determine from the given equation. So our answer is D. Our answer is D, cannot be determined. Question 21. It says that for the positive integers a, b, c, d, a is half of b. So a is half. So b on 2, which is 1/3 of c. So b, they are talking about b is 1/3 of c. So b is c over 3, and d is equal to 3 times of c. So d is equal to 3c. And quantity a is asking us for a plus b over c. A plus b over c. So we want to work everything in terms of a. So b is equal to 2a. B is equal to 2a. C is equal to 3b. C is equal to 3. C is equal to 3b. And b itself is 2a. So replacing that here, we have times 2a, giving us 6a. So c in terms of a is 6a. Then d is equal to 3c. C is what? 6a. So d is equal to 3 times 6a, giving us 18a. So working out for quantity a, we'll have a plus 2a divided by c, 6a. So we have a plus 2a will give us 3a. 3a over 6a. A will cancel a. 3 goes here 1. 3 goes here 2. So we'll have half for quantity A. For quantity B as well, we have A plus B plus C all over D. So A plus 2A plus 6A all over 18A. A plus 2A, 3A plus 6A, 9A. 9A over 18A. A cancels A. 9 goes into itself, 1 goes into 18, 2, giving us half, just like quantity A. So the two quantities are equal. Moving on to question 22. So 22 says that x squared minus y squared is equal to 0. And the axiom which of the following must be true. So we can say x squared is equal to y squared. When we take square root of this, we get x is equal to plus or minus y. So the first term is not part. X must not be equal to y. S can be equal to minus y. So the first term is not correct. But when we take absolute of this and absolute of this, they would always be equal to. Absolute of x will give us x. Absolute of this will also give us y. So the absolute would always be equal to. Then from this, we can divide through by y squared. This goes to 1. So x squared over y squared is equal to 1, just as quantity. The third term is given us. So that is also true or correct. Moving on to 23. 23, we have 3x plus 6y is equal to 27. Then x plus 2y plus z is equal to 11. So what you have to notice is that we can cancel out 3 from here. We can factor out 3 and cancel. So dividing through by 3, we have for this equation, so we left with x plus 2y is equal to 9. X plus 2y is equal to 9. If that is the case, in the second equation too, we have x plus 2y. So if x plus 2y is equal to 9, we can replace this by 9. So 9 plus z is equal to 11. So from this, z would give us 2. Z will give us 2. And the quantity A is saying that z plus 5. So if z is 2, 2 plus 5 will give us 7. Then on the quantity B side, x plus 2y. X plus 2y is 9. So 9 minus 2. 9 minus 2 gives us 7. So the two quantities are equal. So we can equate both as such. Moving on to question 24. We have x minus y is equal to square root of 12. Then we have x plus y is equal to square root of 3. Then they're asking us for the value of x squared minus y. So x squared minus y is difference of two squares. So when we multiply these two, it will give us x squared minus y. So x times x minus y would give us square root of 3 times square root of 12. So this will give us x minus xy plus xy. So they'll cancel out. So x squared minus y squared is giving us square root of 3 times square root of 12. So 3 will multiply the 12. So giving us square root of 36. Square root of 36 is 6. So x squared minus y squared is 6. So our answer is 6 for question 24. Moving on to 25. So with 25, we are looking for this. They are saying that A is not equal to B. Quantity A has A minus B divided by b minus a. Then quantity b is 1. We are comparing this. So we just have to see that this can be equal to any of them. So it's either you factor out -1 from the top or from the down, either from the numerator or the denominator. If you factor -1 from the numerator, we have -1. Then we have minus a plus b. Minus a plus b means b minus a, which is the same as the denominator, b minus a. So this can cancel this out. So quantity a is -1 comparing to 1. 1 is greater than -1, so quantity b is greater than quantity a. Moving on to question 26. Question 26 says a is equal to b over 2 and c is equal to 3b. So a is equal to b over 2, c is equal to 3b. So b is equal to 2a and c is equal to 3b. So c is equal to 3 times b, where b is 2a. So c will give us 6a. And quantity a is a, quantity b is c. So we are comparing a and what? 6a. For these two, we don't know the value of a. If a is 0, they are equal to. If a is a positive number, quantity b is greater. If a is a negative number, quantity a is greater. So because we don't know the value of a, our answer will be D, cannot be determined from what we've been given. Then question 27. Question 27, we are solving for x to the power 36 minus y to the power 36, all divided by x to the power 18 plus y to the power 18, x to the power 9 plus y to the power 9. So with the quantitative reasoning, you don't use calculator. So it means your answer is to be figured out. You don't need calculator. It's not so abstract. So don't see it to be so abstract. You can work your way around it. So from this, we can break it down. We know that indices says that when you are multiplying powers, like same base and they have powers, it means that you will add them up. And because there's a difference of two squares, it means that x to the power 18 minus y to the power 18 multiplying x to the power 18 plus y to the power 18. So it is these two that combines to give this. If you multiply them, you get this. So I said this because of the addition. So adding themselves will give us the 36. So it's just dividing this by 2 to see what that will give you. So that summation will give us this. So when you do the multiplication, you get what is at the top. So this would divide x to the power 18 plus y to the power 18 multiplying x to the power 9 plus y to the power 9. So with this, you see that the plus and this can cancel out. So we are left with x to the power 18, y to x to the power 9. So x to the power 18, just like we did for this, when you divide this by 2, you get what? 9. So it means, because it can multiply as such, we have x to the power 9 plus y to the power 9, x to the power 9 minus y to the power 9, all divided by x to the power 9 plus y to the power 9. So this can cancel this. We are left with x to the power 9 minus y to the power 9. So that is our answer. Our answer is equal to C. Our answer is equal to C. Moving on to 28. So 28, what we have here is the numerator is x squared plus 2xy plus y squared divided by a denominator of 2 into bracket x plus y squared. So x plus y squared, expanding that will give us x plus y times x plus y. So that will give us x squared plus xy plus xy plus y squared. So we have x squared plus 2xy plus y squared for the x plus y squared. So that looks like the same as the denominator. So this numerator can cancel this denominator. So you are left with 1 at the numerator and 2 at the denominator. So our answer is half. So 28, the answer is B. The answer is B. Moving on to 29. So 29, we are saying that x is greater than y. So all we know is that x is greater than y. And x times y is not giving us 0. So we can just try with values to check for all scenarios to see if still which one will be greater. So because we are saying x is greater than y, so let's go with this. First of all, we are trying with x is equal to 2, y is equal to 1. This satisfies the condition x is greater than 1. So then we'll have 2 squared for quantity A. 2 squared divided by 1 plus 1 over 1. So this will give us 4. 4 at the top, 4 divided by 2, giving us 2. Then we go to quantity B. Quantity B, we have 1 squared divided by 2 plus 1 over 2. The denominator will give us 5 over 2. So this will turn out to be 2 over 5. So in this case, quantity A is greater. 2 is greater than 2 over 5. 2 is greater than 2 over 5. Then we check for another scenario. In another scenario, we look for, let's say, -1 and -2. -1 and -2. So looking for -1 and -2, we get -1 squared divided by -2 plus 1 over -2. So we get 1 over 5 over -2. So this will give us -2 over 5 for quantity A. Quantity B would be -2 squared divided by -1 plus 1 over -1. So this will give us 4 over -2, giving us -2. So in this case, we still quantity A is greater. The first one, we got quantity A to be 2 and quantity B to 2 over 5. Still quantity A is greater. -2 over 5 is greater than -2. Still, we are not done. We check for another scenario. So the last scenario we are looking at where x is positive, y is negative. X is positive, y is negative. So looking for that, we have 2 squared over 2 plus 1 over 2. 2 squared is 4. 4 over, the first one is, okay, y, so -2, okay. So we'll have 4 over -5 on 2. So it will give us -8 on 5 for quantity A. Then quantity B will give us -2 squared divided by 2 plus 1 over 2. So this will give us 4 over 5 on 2. This will give us 8 over 5. So in this last scenario, quantity B is greater. 8 over 5 is greater than -8 over 5. So in this sense, we see that quantity B is greater. But for the two scenarios that we checked earlier, all A was greater. So this shows us that the relation cannot be determined. Because in this case, quantity B is greater. In another case, quantity A is greater. So cannot be determined from the given information. Moving on to 30. 30 is saying that we should find the value of x plus 2x plus y. We have x plus y being equal to -3. Then x squared plus y squared is equal to 12. We are looking for 2xy. So 2xy, mostly it comes in when we are multiplying x plus y to the same thing, or x plus y to x minus y or something. So because of that, because we have x plus y here, our best chance is for us to square both sides. So if you square both sides, we'll get x plus y squared is equal to -3 squared. So with this, x plus y squared will give us x squared plus 2xy plus y squared is equal to 9. It's equal to 9. And the question has already given us x squared plus y squared. So x squared plus y squared is equal to 12. So we have 12 plus 2xy is equal to 9. And the question wants us to find 2xy. So in that case, we can send 12 to the other side. And that will give us 2xy is equal to 9 minus 12. 2xy is equal to -3. So that is our answer. 2xy is equal to -3 for question 30. So moving on, moving to 31. 31 is saying the same thing. X minus y is equal to 1 on 2. X squared minus y squared is equal to 3. Then they want us to find x plus y. So with this one too, because this is difference of two squares, it can be written as x plus y times what? X minus y. And they are saying that that is equal to 3. And the question has given us x minus y to be half. So we can replace this by half. So x plus y times half is equal to 3. And they want us to find x plus y. So we just multiply through by 2. We get x plus y to be equal to 6. So our answer is 6 for 31. Then moving on to 32. 32 wants us to find absolute of y. So we have x squared minus 2xy is equal to 84. Then x minus y is equal to -10. So in this case, the best chance is to square this side. So squaring this side will give us x minus y all squared is equal to -10 squared. So this has x minus y times x minus y, which is equal to 100. So this will give us x squared minus 2xy minus plus y squared is equal to 100. And they've given us in the question that x squared minus 2xy is equal to 84. So 84 plus y squared is equal to 100. Finding for y, we have y squared is equal to 100 minus 84. So that gives us 16. Y squared is equal to 16. Finding square root of both sides. That will give us what? Plus or minus 4. But the question says that we should find absolute of 4. So absolute of y will give us 4, positive 4. So our answer is positive 4. So that's what we write into the box that we have there. Moving on to the last 3 questions. 33. To 33 we have x minus 2 squared plus x minus 1 squared plus x squared plus x plus 1 all squared plus x plus 2 all squared. X minus 2 all squared will give us x squared minus 4x plus 4. This will give us x squared minus 2x plus 1. Then x squared plus 2x plus 1 plus x squared plus 4x plus 4. So we see that the minus 4 can cancel the positive 4x. Then minus 2x can cancel positive 2x. So in that case, right now we are left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 x squared. So we have 5x squared. Then we have 4 plus 1 plus another 1, making 6 plus 4, giving us 10. So our final answer is 5x squared plus 10. So our answer is B. 34 is saying A is equal to x plus y all squared and B is equal to x squared plus y squared. A is equal to x plus y all squared. Then B is equal to x squared plus y squared. X, y is greater than 0, which is what the following must be true. So with this, we can expand this. Expanding A will give us x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. Then we have B to be what? B to be x squared plus y squared. And the question said that xy is greater than 0. Xy is greater than 0. So from this, A and B are not equal. A has an excess of 2xy. B doesn't have that, so they are not equal. Then comparing A is greater than B, we can say A is greater than B because we all have this, but I have this more than you. And the question limited us that xy is greater than 0. So you cannot tell me that xy is negative. So 2 times a positive number will still be greater than the B. So A is greater than that. And I'm saying A is positive. Of course, A is positive. The reason is any number squared is a positive number. So x squared is a positive number. Y squared is a positive number. And the question also says that xy is greater than 0. So that is positive. Positive times 2 will still be positive. So positive will give us a positive number. So our answer is A is greater than B and A is positive. A is positive. So to our last question. Our last question says that A is directly proportional to B. A is directly proportional to B. So A is directly proportional to B. So to move the proportional sign, we bring a constant. So A is equal to a constant B. So it means constant is equal to A over B. And they said that if A is 8, B is equal to 2. So our constant is what? 8 over 2. So our constant is 4. It means the proportion is A is equal to 4B. A is equal to 4B. And we've been given a question that we should find A when B is 4. So we are finding A when B is 4. 4 times 4. So A would be equal to 16, which is B. So that is that also on the algebra. So with the algebra as well, just like the arithmetic. So these are questions, how they can put algebra questions. So if you go through this, then that is a chance for you to go through every question that will come under the algebra, however they will need to be able to sail through. So if you have not yet subscribe to get all the other videos as they come, so that you'll be able to go through your quant sections. If you have any questions, you can put it in the comment section. And also, I will put a PDF. There's a link in the description. So check the description. There's a link there that will show you the answers, all the answers to these questions. So if it was fast for you or something, you can look at the PDF for the answers, and I think that will also help you. So see you in the next video.